What I hate about footballers at the moment the most, I hate a lot of things about footballers, but when they go like this to the fans, they get a corner and then they're woven by the fans, they go like this. I saw Tell do that to the Tottenham fans. I mean, Tottenham fans at the moment want something to cheer about. He's just won them a corner. He's been playing for them for like 6 months and he's going like that, come on, let's support us. I can't have that. I say to the referee, get the yellow card out straight away, book him, and if he does it again, send the
I don't like the players covering their mouths on the pitch.
Yeah.
But I said this, I was like, why do they do that? And one of my mates went to me, just because you can't do it. And welcome to Call Yourself a Fan, the football quiz with the fans, for the fans, brought to you by Coral. This is a show for the fans who put VAR just above climate change on their list of threats to humanity. Let's meet the two sides. First up, our away team, who must have been gutted last year when they heard that the greatest double act of the 90s were making a comeback, only to find out it was the Gallagher brothers and not Chris Sutton and Alan Shearer. Please welcome the Blackburn fans, Ryan, Ollie and Mark. And taking on our Blackburn fans, it's the home team. First up, he may have been an England international and Premier League winning captain, but he'll always be best known for single-handedly bringing the gilet back into fashion. Please welcome Blackburn and Spurs legend, Tim Sherwood.
Yes, legend.
Joining Tim is one of the country's funniest comedians who once appeared on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, which is also what he shouted at Loftus Road recently when watching Middlesbrough beat his beloved QPR 4-0. It's Seann Walsh. And captaining the side is a man with the decision-making speed of someone choosing a sandwich at Pret. It's the Bulldog, Jimmy Bullard.
Coming in, boys.
Time for the round that involves more job offers than the team owned by Evangelos Marinakis. It's Who's Journey Man?
Who's Journey Man?
Yes, this is Who's Journey Man, where teams will go head-to-head to see who can match the player or manager with the career path. We're going to start by giving the teams our mystery person's first club. Then every 5 seconds, a new club will be revealed. It's up to both teams to buzz in if they think they know who it is. But if you buzz in and guess incorrectly, you and your team will be frozen out for the next club. Home team, let's hear your buzzer.
Shut up, Alex!
Do you enjoy that?
Is that me saying that?
That's you shouting it at me, yeah.
When? Shut up, Alex!
All I was asking you was for some help down to the top.
Alex!
And the Blackburn fans, let's hear yours.
Fish and a rice cake.
There you go, let's play Who's Journey Man? OK, so, started off at Lazio. Went to Tanana, of course, on loan.
If you started off at Lazio.
Back to Lazio.
Where you started off?
Juventus. Napoli. Oh, no early... This is a tough one. Milan.
Fish and a rice cake.
OK.
It's you.
Is you?
So, Blackburn fans, what have we got?
Baggio?
No. Which one, just out of interest, were you thinking of? Roberto Baggio. It wasn't Roberto Baggio. So, you're frozen out for the next clue.
Bosh!
Yeah.
Go ahead, boy.
Yeah.
Shut up, Alex!
Who are you going for?
Paolo Di Canio.
It was Paolo Di Canio!
Yes, Timmy boy.
Let's have a look at his journey in full. What a player. OK, it's 1-0 to the home team. Let's have another. Started their career at Reading. Went to West Ham. Went to Charlton. Southampton. Could be a player or manager, remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Palace.
Shut up, Alex!
Pardew.
It was Alan Pardew. Let's have a look at Alan's journey in full. So, the scores after round one. The home team of Seann, Jimmy and Tim have 2, and the Blackburn fans are on 0. Great start. Tim Sherwood, welcome to Call Yourself a Fan. Tim Sherwood, everyone. Now, Tim, you captained Blackburn to the Premier League title in 1995.
I don't like to talk about it.
But there was a moment a few years earlier which could have made life very different for you, wasn't there?
I had a real sliding doors moment when I was joining Blackburn. I travelled to Derby County to speak to Arthur Cox, who was the manager at the time, and I shook his hand and agreed to join him. And on the train on the way back, I get a call from Kenny Dalglish, just saying we'd like you to come up here and chat. And I said to Kenny, I've just come on the way back from Derby. I've agreed to join Derby. And he typically said, well, you make your own mind up. There's an opportunity for you to come here. We'd like to have a chat with you. See what you want to do. Put the phone down thinking, there's only one place I want to go. But man of my word, shook his hand. I was thinking, I'm not sure I can let Arthur down. He was such a great man. Arthur rings me about another half hour later. I pick up the phone. He says, you've had the big man on the phone. And I said, who? He goes, Mr. Dalglish. I said, yeah. He said, if you was my son, I'll be telling you to join Blackburn. So you need to go there. I think you might have seen some extra footage of me play and thought, we don't want this.
Here's the question, if he didn't call you, what was you...
I was going Blackburn.
Yeah, but it's still an hard... it's an hard phone call, though, wasn't it? He made it a lot easier. It just made me feel better.
And in terms of sliding doors moments, obviously a big part of your career was Tottenham, and you eventually ended up as caretaker boss for 6 months, and you gave Harry Kane his first Premier League start. Now, at that point, he'd been at Spurs for a while. He'd gone out on loan quite a lot. Do you think now, if you hadn't have given him that chance, would we have seen the Harry Kane that we've gone on to see?
We never know. We never know. He's obviously a fantastic footballer. He's got a load of ability. His strongest attribute is between his ears. I mean, he had so much drive and determination to be the best. He never wasted any day on the training pitch. He was always just fantastic. He got the opportunity. No one was willing to give him the opportunity prior to me going in there. And I just felt everyone had a level playing field, no matter how young they were. I wasn't worried about where they come from or what the price tags was. I just felt he was outperforming at the time Soldado, who'd been brought in for big money, relative then, to the club. And I decided that Harry should play ahead of him. And he didn't let me down. You know, you listen to people say all the time, if they're good enough, they'll make it in the end. It's nonsense. It's who loves you, who pushes you, who fights for you at the right time. That's what I had. I had that moment with Arthur Cox, and it wasn't even for his side. He was telling me, it was almost like a father figure saying to me, you need to go to Blackburn. That project is far stronger than ours. And it worked out perfectly for me. At the time, I was saying to everyone at the football club, Harry Kane is going nowhere. He's playing for me in this first team. And he developed. He come on massively after that.
He's done quite well, didn't he?
He's done all right.
OK, well, saving the best until last. Now, everyone, please buckle yourselves in for one of the greatest stories you'll ever hear. Tim Sherwood at Watford with Elton John. The floor is yours, Tim.
I was 16. I was an apprentice at Watford. That's where I come through the academy. And we travelled after the end of the season. We went to China. And Elton come with us for the duration of the trip. And I remember him getting ready one day, he had his tracksuit on, and we played a few friendlies, and then we had 11v11 the next day. And I was playing in the 11v11, and Elton decided he wanted to join in. So he puts his tracksuit on and he joins in on the other side. And because I'm 16-year-old, the boys were giving it, rattling him. Like, and I was like, yeah. So it just started, it was about 40 degrees over there. It'd just been raining. So it was a bit slippy. And someone plays a ball into Elton, he's on the half turn, you know, on like as number 10. And as he takes a touch, I just smashed. He was all right, thank goodness. He was fine with me. He didn't, you know, hold any grudges.
His hairpiece must have gone flying.
Wiped out Elton John. Tim Sherwood, everyone. Right, time now for a game inspired by my TV remote. Whenever it's left with one of my children for more than 5 minutes, it's They've Gone Missing.
They've gone missing.
Yes, this game sees our sides take it in turns to name all 11 players that are missing from our matchday team sheet. For correctly naming a player, teams score a point, and we keep going until all 11 players are named, or we get so bored we start contemplating why they named a planet Mars after a chocolate bar. This week, I'm taking you back to May the 14th, 1995. A very special day that I reckon at least one of this lot has got tattooed on a dubious part of their body. Because that was the day Blackburn Rovers won the Premier League on the last day of the season, despite losing 2-1 to Liverpool. So, can both teams name all 11 Blackburn players who started that day? Blackburn fans, you'll go first.
Just go for the obvious one then. Yeah.
Alan Shearer, yeah.
Yeah.
Alan Shearer.
Yes, of course. Alan Shearer was one of the strikers. And he scored.
Tim Sherwood?
Tim Sherwood did play that day.
Graham Lasso.
Yes, Graham Lasso was the left back. Reckon you're going to rattle through these.
The easiest. Well done, Sean.
ones first.
What do you think?
They know every one of them.
So, home team, who have you gone for next?
We think that the easiest one, because I know it, is Sutton up front.
Yes, Chris Sutton was the other striker.
Tim Flowers.
Tim Flowers was in goal.
Talk to me about Bottle.
This. Timmy boy.
Bottle, that's what he said, didn't he?
Yeah, it's got to be him, innit?
Yeah, you better make.
Side him, Tim.
Yeah, well, no, it would. Yeah.
Batty. Dave Batty.
Yes, David Batty was the other central midfielder.
Stuart Ripley.
Stuart Ripley played right midfield. Two centre halves, the right back and the left midfielder.
It's got to be him, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Colin Hendry.
Yes, Colin Hendry was one of the centre halves.
Jeff Kenner.
Yes, Jeff Kenner, left midfield.
No.
Hey, hold this.
Right back.
Hold this.
Well, according to our team sheet, he's left midfield, Tim.
What?
What? I know you were there, but on our team sheet. All I'm saying.
No. Jeff Kenner don't play. He wouldn't have played left.
We
wing.
thought this as well, but he played in that team. He played on left side.
What? On that day?
Yeah,
Did you
he
not
did,
keep
yeah.
seeing him to the left of you and think normally he's a right back? Jeff, what are you up to here?
Did he really? What?
According to...
Well, where's this boy we're going to play? The one I'm going to say next.
I don't think it's him.
No.
I think
not.
it's him. We got to go him because I'm telling you now.
What are you
he's
talking about? We've got to go in.
He's already been done.
Oh, is
we've
it?
done it.
Oh, sorry. Graham Lasso has been done. Sorry.
So it's the centre half and the right back left.
No, not. Oh,
Centre half and the right back.
Oh, we've got to
according
go
to our
centre
team
half then.
sheet.
I'm not having that.
Sorry.
I'm stepping in and skip Henningberg.
Yes.
Yes, come on,
Henningberg is in there.
Yeah, get left.
And by the way, is this the right back?
No,
Yeah,
this
actually,
is-
yeah.
And to complete the team.
Ian Pearce.
Yes, Ian Pearce was the other centre half. Here's confirmation of the starting 11.
Alex, no
There
wonder
we have-
they lost. The players were playing in the wrong position.
Jeff Kenner, left midfield.
Where's Wilcox then?
He was on the bench.
I think he was on the bench.
Do you not remember?
No.
He announced it just before the end, and Dalglish celebrated. And then
Yeah, I saw-
Wilcox was
I saw-
behind him in the tracksuit.
I saw Gailey there and Bobby Mims, but I can't remember seeing.
No, Wilcox
Jason.
was there, definitely, yeah.
Why was Wilcox on the bench then?
That's a great question.
Dunno.
I wish I could answer.
Him?
I mean, if he no idea. Hey, if Jason was in the job he's in now, he would sack Kenny tomorrow.
So, in that round, home team, you scored 5, while the Blackburn fans, you correctly named 6. Yes, that was the Blackburn Rovers starting 11 when they won the Premier League in 1995. It's also the year Robson and Jerome had a #1 for 7 weeks, making it 2 things that will never, ever happen again. Right, let's see what that's done to the overall score. It's 7 points to the home team of Sean, Jimmy and Tim, while our away team of Ryan, Ollie and Mark have 6 points. Seann Walsh, welcome to Call Yourself a Fan. Seann Walsh, everybody. First things first, Seann,
Yes.
I've got to ask, why do you support QPR?
Well, actually, first off, I'd like to start off, like Tim, with my story about how I floored Michael Jackson.
This is a family-friendly show, Seann.
No, I support QPR because my dad moved over from Ireland in the 70s when we had the strong team of Bowles and Francis and Marsh, and were competing for the league title. So we were the best team in London at the time. So at the time, my dad was actually a glory hunter, despite it being QPR. And we finished second to Liverpool by a point. Now, what I found out recently is that was the last ever season where you only got 2 points for winning a game. And if it had been 3 points to win, we would have won the league. That is heartbreaking.
That is
That's still,
heartbreaking.
and it's where I wasn't even alive. And that still hurt me when I found that out the other day.
It's gutting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I,
gutting.
absolutely. I never thought a QPR fan would say, technically, we're all glory hunters.
Exactly. And we nearly won the league. I don't think we'll ever be saying that again.
And you love former QPR boss Ian Holloway. And
I do.
You nearly took
Who
that...
doesn't?
Yeah,
We all love Ollie.
who doesn't?
Yeah.
He's incredible. But you nearly took that to the next level when you became a stand-up, didn't you?
I did. So when you become a stand-up, obviously, you have to make a decision about whether you're going to keep your name or go for a stage name. And I was quite young when I started, so I was afraid that people from school would turn up. So I genuinely considered having a stage name. And Ollie was our manager at the time, and I loved him so much. And obviously, I'm a big Ars fan. So I was this close to being called Ian Loft. That was nearly my stage name. Ian Loft. That's not a comedian. No. That's someone that fixes your attic. That is not that guy. Ian Loft. If I'd been called Ian Loft, there's no way I would have gone on to do like Live at the Apollo or anything like that. Imagine Michael McIntyre going, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. It's Ian Loft." It's not gonna. It just doesn't have that stage like.
Can we just that impression of Michael McIntyre?
Yeah. So I'm glad I didn't go with that.
No.
Yeah.
But obviously, as you're one of, I think you're one of the best observational comedians I've ever seen.
Oh, that's very nice.
Wonderful.
Really? We've had a lot of comics. He's never said that, by the
No, I haven't. I haven't.
You've just been previously getting people in off the street, and now it's an actual comedian. You're the best comedian we've had. Yeah.
Honestly, we had this guy Ian Lofton. He was crazy. But like, what's your take on football fans in general?
The fans are part of the best thing about the game. You know, the random stuff that you see. One of my favourite things that I've seen is a bloke. He had his top off. He was massive. Right, and obviously the players get up and shout things at the away fans, shout things at the players. This bloke just got up. Nothing was happening in the game. Nothing. Just dead. Probably a 12 o'clock kickoff on a Sunday, one of those. He just gets up and he goes, "Hey!" That was it. That was literally it. What was that about? But I feel so. I do feel so. I don't know if it ever affected you being shouted at by the fans. Sometimes, look, the refs make bad decisions, linesmen make bad decisions, and sometimes I do feel for them a little bit. Yeah. Especially at Loftus Road, they're like here, literally here. You think about any other job where you make a mistake. Imagine at a supermarket, someone's at a cashier and they're just scanning through. They drop a box of cereal and everyone in Tesco's goes, "You f***ing what you think it's done? Say Parliament 2A! What's wrong with you? Scan it through! Put it in a bag, you f***ing man!" Right.
Oh! Seann Walsh, everybody! Now, in honour of the first piece of English domestic silverware being dished out this weekend, we thought who better, or more precisely, cheaper, than Neil Doorknock to ask fans what they think they should win a fan trophy for. Over to you, Neil.
If your team were to give out awards to fans, what award would you win? You can't say best looking or best dressed.
I mean, I don't have many more options. I would get the award for arriving latest at the games.
Most optimistic. I never think we'll lose. I never think we'll lose the match.
I would probably go with the #1 South African Hull fan on the planet.
The one who can drink the most pints, maybe.
Serio?
Yeah, something like that.
Biggest supporter of Cole Palmer, probably.
The one that travels the most games away from home, I'd say.
Really?
Most miles travelled. That's what I'd be getting, wouldn't I?
Yeah? What's the furthest you travelled this season?
Plymouth.
Travelled the farthest, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the furthest you've travelled to see a game?
Taken a ship. I've been literally on a boat for a while.
Wow.
Yeah, to see a team.
Most away grounds, probably.
Yeah.
I've been to, I've been to a lot of away grounds.
I found an app where I could track every game I've been to. I've been to about 150.
Wow.
And I've seen us win about 32, 33. So yeah, and I keep coming. So yeah.
Most deluded, maybe?
Yeah, that could work as well, yeah.
Thank you, Neil. And for the record, I think I should win a trophy for being the fan that wastes the most money on retro merch, which leads us nicely into our next round. It's How Much, Mate?
How much, mate?
Yes, this is How Much, Mate. And as it is the League Cup final this weekend, I'm going to see how much our teams know about League Cup winners. I'm only going to ask you one question, but get it right and I'll award you a massive 3 points. Ooh. There have been 65 League Cup finals, producing 24 different winners. Now, I want both teams to write down how many of those 24 they think they can name. I'm just looking for a number at this stage. Now, the team with the highest number gets the opportunity to answer the question to win the points. But if you get one wrong or take too long to give me an answer, the other team only needs to get one of the remaining answers right to steal the points. So, how many of the 24 teams that have won the League Cup can you name?
Right, okay. We've done
Just
one,
the number on the whiteboard. You're on board with it, Jim, yeah?
Yeah.
Have a little go. Just you've got to be more than that.
No, I'm just saying, that's one I know. You wouldn't know that one.
Yeah, it's really tense, this is, isn't it? Right then, we need a number.
Yeah.
Away team, what number have you gone for? You think you can name 14. Okay.
What do you want, Tim?
Jimmy, out of 24, how many do you think you could have named? So they've got 14.
At the minute,
they'll get the 12, right?
doesn't matter. At the minute, we have 10.
Okay. Blackburn fans, you need to name 14 to win the points. Are you ready?
Yep.
Go for it.
Blackburn Rovers.
Yep, that's one.
Middlesbrough.
Yes, it's two.
Liverpool.
Yep, that's three.
Arsenal.
Yep, four.
Newcastle.
Yep, that's five.
Tottenham.
Yep, that's six.
Manchester United.
Yes, that's seven.
Manchester City.
That's eight.
Aston Villa.
Yep, that's nine.
Swansea.
Yep.
Oh, good one, boys.
Swansea.
Good one.
10.
Everton.
Everton are not on there, unfortunately, fellas. So, to steal the points, you just need one. You just need one. That's all you need is one right answer here.
League Cup winners.
Yep.
QPR.
Yes! Win the League Cup. Look at their faces. Oh, dearie me.
Something good
I
has
would
come
not
from supporting QPR.
So here's confirmation of the 24 teams. So I would not have had QPR on.
It's the only thing we ever won.
Incredible. So after that round, the scores are Jimmy's team are on 10 and the Blackburn fans have 6 points. Before we crack on with the Call Yourself a Fan question of the week, don't forget to like and subscribe, because if you do, Jimmy's promised to come round and put on a hot yoga class for you and 4 friends.
This is a nice, hot, steamy one.
That's lovely of you, Jim. Right, last week, I asked our Call Yourself a Fan audience this question. Who was the last English manager to win England's top flight division? Any ideas in the studio?
I couldn't get this one.
I've got this one straight.
English manager.
Last English.
Howard Wilkinson.
Yes, it was Howard Wilkinson. This week's question is, only 2 teams out of the 92 Premier League and Football League clubs have the letters A, B, C, D and E in their full name. Who are they? Answers in the comments below, and if you've got any brilliant football quiz questions, please stick them in the comments, and you never know, we may ask them on the show and give you a shout out. Next up is a round all about legendary moves, and I'm not talking about Jimmy's Macarena. It's transfer in, transfer out, transfer shake it all about. Yes, both teams will get 4 transfers from 4 different years, and all they have to do is guess the player who made each move. There's 1 point on offer per correct answer. So, Sean, Jimmy and Tim, you're up first. Here are your 4 transfers. 1990, QPR to the Arsenal. 2000, Bolton Wanderers to Chelsea. 2011, Blackburn Rovers to Manchester United. And 2022, Atletico Madrid to Newcastle United. Have a think, and I'll come back to you for the answer shortly. But in the meantime, Blackburn fans, Ryan, Ollie and Mark, welcome to the show. Now, Ryan, you're an avid fan who goes home and away, but what's your most memorable encounter with someone from the world of football?
Yeah, so I'm a long-distance Rovers fan, actually live in Lincoln and didn't grow up far from Lincoln City's grounds, Sincil Bank. And back in the day when Fulham were rising the divisions, Lincoln City were playing Fulham in a league game, and Kevin Keegan was manager of Fulham at that point. And next to Lincoln City's ground, there's a little hard football court that I was just playing there with my mates. I was about 9 or 10 at the time in the late 90s. And Kevin Keegan spotted us, and just whilst his team were getting on, the team coach came over to us and said, "Hey up lads, do you fancy a kick around?" And just kicked a ball around with me and my mates. And it was just a great story, and one that I wheel out at the tell us an interesting fact about yourself thing.
What a moment that must have been for you, though.
Absolutely, it was great.
You mind me asking, so if you're from that, why did you become a Blackburn fan?
I'm probably a very original glory hunter growing up. Alan Shearer is my very early memory of football. Saw him banging in goals for Rovers, and then we won the league a few seasons later. And as a 9-year-old, very easy to support the league champions. So similar to Sean being a glory hunter in London, I was pretty much a glory hunter, but I've stuck with us ever since.
Hey, you deserve. I mean, you've stuck with them ever since. You
Absolutely.
You've earned your stripes, mate. So Ollie, I'm told that many years ago you worked at Glen Eagles. Now you must have had a few football teams passing through there.
Yeah, we did. And then I was lucky enough one time that my own team happened to come to the hotel. You've got all the players, Stephen Warner, Paul Robinson coming through, and I'm just a little bit in awe and a bit like young lads, all these players. But then little thing clicked in my head where I was a bit like, you guys just lost yesterday, really. So I don't know why I'm giving you so much praise. You know, going out and golf, they had to pick up Paul Robinson on the 9th hole because he was that smashed and bring him back into the true story in the hotel. And then I went for a night out, like the town nearby, which was Stirling. And somebody turned around and said, there's a football over there. And I went over and it was Benny McCarthy. Next thing you know, I'm stuck in a booth with him, Gail Give, I think it was Keith Tracy, players he used to play at the time. Next thing you know, I found myself in a taxi, back to the hotel, and obviously you can't really mix with, you know, the guest or anything else like it's kind of frowned upon, let's say. I found myself in Benny McCarthy's room with like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, have a couple of drinks.
So how did the night finish, or should I ask?
We'll keep that for another time.
And Mark, when our producer asked you on the research call, have you ever told a lie so you could go to a game? What did you say?
I was on holiday. I'd had a few drinks the night before, booked tickets to a game, Europa League final. It was when Arsenal and Chelsea got to the Europa League final.
In Baku?
And it was in Baku.
Yeah.
So when I woke up the next day, I was like, I've got to go to Baku. But I had no holidays left at work. Was sat in Dubai airport and I had to ring in sick.
Wow. Mate, I regret going to that, and I was a fan of one of the teams in it.
It was actually a logistic nightmare.
Mate, it was awful, wasn't it?
And I was telling the Chelsea and Arsenal fans I didn't buy a drink for the whole trip.
Mate, fair play to you, honestly, for going out to Baku to watch that heap of shit. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on the Blackburn fans, Ryan, Ollie and Mark. Right, Jimmy's team, what have you got for the transfer?
Right, we've got 4 for yous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Starting off 1990. This boy come up with it.
Yep.
Go on.
You've got 1990, QPR to Arsenal.
It could only be David Seaman.
Yes, it was.
The
David
Tash.
Seaman.
The Tash.
Then we struggled with this one.
Okay.
We couldn't even get...
This is a tough one.
And then Walshy went, was it when Chelsea came in a few quid? And then we come up with Idaka Johnson.
Oh, what a shout. It was
What
Idaka
a
Johnson. That's a great shout. 2011, Blackburn Rovers to Manchester United.
We're going Phil Jones.
It was Phil Jones. So, 2022, Atletico Madrid to Newcastle United for the full house.
Go on, son.
Trippier.
It was Kieran Trippier. Well done, home team. You scored 4 out of 4.
Well done, boys. That was a tough one.
Right, Blackburn fans, here are your 4 transfers. So we've got 1993, Southampton to Blackburn Rovers. 2009, Zenit St Petersburg to the Arsenal. 2013, Tottenham Hotspur to Real Madrid. And 2022, Brighton and Hove Albion to Newcastle United. Have a think, and I'll come back to you for the answers shortly. So, Tim, this round is all about transfers. Are there any biggies in your career that nearly happened? I know we heard about the Derby one before.
Oh, yeah, there was a huge one. Bruce Rioch was a manager of Arsenal. And I remember Bruce ringing me and asking me if I would be interested in coming to play for Arsenal. He lived in Harpenden. I was living in Harpenden. And I remember him ringing me one evening after we'd already spoke, and I said, I'll be interested in having a chat. And then he gives me a call one evening. I thought it was just a meet up, maybe just give me a time and a place. And he said, I've been sacked. I said, no, you're joking. He said, no, I've been sacked. So then they ended up bringing in a guy called Arsene Wenger, and then Arsene Wenger signed 2 midfield players called Emmanuel Petit and Patrick Vieira. They did all right, to be
I couldn't really argue too much.
No, it's very difficult for me to be sad about that, but obviously not saying that you weren't great, but yeah. Also, your old man being an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, he would have been happy.
Delighted,
He would have been happy.
yeah.
I mean, he genuinely you can't tell people how much hatred there is in that derby. I mean, even to this day, my dad was so depressed when I played for Tottenham, and when I managed them, he was just beside himself. He obviously wants you to do well. I remember in '99, I scored the winner against them at White Hart Lane, and I remember it was such a noise. It was one goal what I've scored where it was deafening. It was a free kick past Seaman, and we won the game 2-1. And after the game, I went to the players' lounge, and I thought genuinely someone had died in the family when I saw my dad.
Is there a bit that you liked that, though?
I loved it. He said to me, yeah, that was good, wasn't it? I said, well, I enjoyed it. He said, well, I'm glad you did. I said, well, I'm glad I made you so miserable.
And Sean, if you could change one thing in football, what would it be?
Well, look, I don't know. Obviously, a lot of people have suggested, get rid of VAR in the Prem. One thing I've thought, I go to a lot of games, and albeit they are QPR games, but of course, what I find is when the ball is in the middle of the pitch, there's not much danger. It's the kind of bit in the game where you can switch off. So what I might suggest to the FA or the Premier League is to just get rid of the middle of the pitch. and you just have so the pitch is short, so the goals are closer together, and it means that whenever you've got the ball, it's a chance.
Yeah.
So there's no bit where you can switch off.
Full of action.
Just full of shots, just bang. He's got the ball, shoot! Just every time someone's got the ball, shoot. Obviously, that would have meant that you two would have been out of job. We wouldn't have needed you two.
And that bloke, going, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's got nowhere to scream that.
Yeah, it's just a suggestion.
Yeah.
Because you get rid of the no danger.
And Tim, so what would you change in football?
What would I change? I don't like 0-0 draws, so I would always say no, 0-0 draws, no one gets any points.
Oof. I think that would be good.
So you've got to come out and have a go. So but that's one I would go with.
Yeah.
1-1 you're all right with?
1-1's fine, yeah, you get a point each. 0-0, you get nothing, 0.
Absolutely nothing. I think that'd be
I've
good.
never heard that before.
Yeah, I
quite
think
like
that'd
that.
be good.
What about if you're allowed one rugby tackle? Just one rugby tackle. You've got to use it. That's the one rugby tackle. So the striker's gone past the defender. You've not used your rugby tackle. This is it. Get him. Spear into the ground. Got you. There you go. Have it. There's one.
There's so many times. We played, when I was manager at Tottenham, we played Man City and they were absolutely flying at the time. Who's is it Argentinian, the right wing back at the time? Zabaleta.
Yes.
Zabaleta was marauding forward and I was in the technical area. And I swear to you, it come into my head a few times. I was just going to slide tackle him every time.
Just do an Elton John on him.
And just go, I mean, what? Just,
if you'd have done that, that would have been legendary. What, 2 foot? Like, wait,
I'll just take him out, just slide and just say, oh, I tripped or something like that.
oh, I don't know what come over me.
He was absolutely destroying us down the side.
Oh,
Little kick. I think everyone would have been for it, apart from the City fans.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, dear. So, Blackburn fans, your transfers. What have you gone for? 1993, Southampton to Blackburn.
We've gone with Tim Flowers.
Yes, it was Tim Flowers. 2009, Zenit St. Petersburg to Arsenal.
Andrei Arshavin.
It was Andrei Arshavin. Oddly enough, I met him in the airport coming back from Baku. Weird little geezer he was. Right. Exactly how you'd expect him to be, just a weird little fella. Right, 2013, Tottenham to Real Madrid.
Gareth Bale.
Yes, it was Gareth Bale. And for the full house, 2022, Brighton to Newcastle.
Dan Burn.
What a shout. It was Dan Burn. Well done, away fans. You scored 4 out of 4. So, after that round, the scores are Jimmy's team are on 14 and the Blackburn fans have 10 points. Now it's time for our final round, which will have this lot panicking more than you remembering you've left the back door open when you're halfway to Alicante. It's Last Gasp Winner. Yes, it's a classic quick-fire round to see who takes home the Call Yourself a Fan bragging rights for this week. Jimmy's team, you're in front. You'll go first.
Okay.
And your 90 seconds will start when you hear the referee's whistle. Which defender is the current captain of Tottenham?
Van der Ven. Romero.
It's Romero. Did Zinedine Zidane win more Champions Leagues as a player or manager?
Manager.
Correct. With which club did Les Ferdinand score the most goals in his career?
QPR.
Correct. How many seasons have Blackburn played in the Champions League?
Ooh. 1.
Correct. QPR shared their ground with which other London club in the early 2000s?
Fulham.
Correct. With 127 goals, who is the highest scoring Asian player in Premier League history?
Pass.
It's Son Heung-min. Which country hosted the 2014 World Cup?
Pass.
Brazil. James Ward-Prowse has scored the most free kicks in Premier League history. True or false?
That's false.
Correct. Which Premier League club has an eagle on its badge?
Palace.
Correct. Michael Carrick played for 2 London clubs in his career, Spurs and
West Ham.
Correct. In 2011, when playing Fulham, which QPR player stormed out of the ground at half-time and was seen waiting at a bus stop? It was Tarat. How many teams play in the National League?
Pardon?
How many teams play in the National League?
Well, that's 22. 4. 24.
It's 24. Riverside Stadium is the home ground of which Championship club? Correct. Who was the manager of Tottenham during the team's last season playing at White Hart Lane?
Pochettino.
It was Mauricio Pochettino. Oh, well done, home team. You scored 12 points.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Oof. So, Blackburn fans, big effort needed here, but I believe in you. Your 90 seconds of questions are coming your way now. Which ex-footballer appears in Guy Ritchie's film Snatch?
Vinnie Jones.
Correct. In which year did Blackburn last win the FA Cup?
1928.
Yes, it was. Who managed more England matches, Fabio Capello or Roy Hodgson?
Capello.
It's Hodgson. How many clubs have been in every season of the Premier League since it began in 1992?
6.
Correct. AFC Wimbledon play their home matches at which ground?
Park Lane.
Correct. From which club did Blackburn sign Tim Sherwood in February 1992? Correct. How many teams are there in the Saudi Pro League?
20.
18. In which country would you find the FIFA headquarters?
Switzerland.
Correct. Who was the captain of Blackburn when they won the League Cup in 2002?
Edinburgh.
Correct. Coventry City's mascot, Sky Blue Sam, is what animal?
Elephants.
Elephant, it was correct. How many points did Blackburn get when they won the Premier League?
89.
Correct. Who was the last English player to win the PFA Players Player of the Year award? Pass if you don't know.
Harry Kane.
Foden. Who is Blackburn's record Premier League appearance holder?
Brad Friedel.
Correct. Who has scored more World Cup goals? Portuguese Ronaldo or Brazilian Ronaldo?
Brazilian Ronaldo.
Correct. Which club did Mark Hughes first manage during his career?
Wales.
Blackburn Rovers.
It was Blackburn. Apparently, I'm going to finish this one.
Oh, I bet you will.
Which Premier League club has the nickname the Cherries?
Bournemouth.
It was Bournemouth. Well done, Blackburn fans. You scored 13 points.
Oh, no.
So, as the final whistle sounds, here are the scores. The home team of Sean, Jimmy and Tim scored 26 points.
Yes, that wins.
And the Blackburn fans, Ryan, Ollie and Mark, chalked up 23 points. Yes. So, home team are the winners.
Yes, yes.
Well done to our winners. And as we have the Blackburn fans in, and because they have a beautiful red rose on their badge, we have got you some roses. Here you go, fellas. So you go. You get a rose. There you go. You get a rose, Tim.
Lovely.
There you go, Sean. There you go. You get a rose. There we are. There's 3 roses for you. Only
Why roses?
cutbacks because they have a rose. They have a rose on the badge, and
yeah.
I just wanted to keep the rest of the box for
like
my
it, Al.
missus. So that's it. A big thank you to Seann Walsh, Tim Sherwood, and Jimmy Bullard.
Love it, boys.
And to the Blackburn fans, Ryan, Ollie, and Mark. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, as well as give us your answer to the Call Yourself a Fan question of the week in the comments below. Have a great weekend wherever you're watching your team, and we'll see you next week.